In our busy world, it can be so easy to let family dinners just fall by the wayside. There is sport, there is dance, scouts, or other extracurricular activities, and it can really cut into when we can be together to eat. But I truly believe that sitting down together to eat is one of the most important things we can do as families. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you so much for joining me today. I am just so grateful for everybody who is watching and giving those likes and those subscribes and being part of this learning life. If you get something out of this video today, why not share it with a friend? Because we are all on this journey together. This is our learning life. Now, why? Why would I say that family dinners are important? In fact, one of the most important things that we can do as a family. Well, it is more than just making sure that our children are eating. It is something that we should be doing. If we are family and being together and not afraid to make a statement like, we should be doing this, that connection time is valuable. Valuable connection time. When we get to sit down together as a family to eat, it's a great time. I have so many fond memories of eating with my brothers. Of course, there were the times when one wouldn't eat his broccoli and we had to sit there and wait until he finished, and that could take ages. But I do remember the laughter. I do remember the fun that we had, and those memories come up as I'm even sitting with my family going, wow, this is a great time to connect. It is a time to share stories. We can listen and talk about each other's days, and this strengthens our family bonds. And we don't just have to sit there and eat and hope that we can get through it as quick as we possibly can so that we can get onto other things. We can play games together. The highs and the lows of our days. Actually asking questions of each other, talking about maybe big issues that are going around. And if you're not really sure about games or questions, you can get a book like this, Would You Rather? So many great questions of would you rather live in a house made entirely out of cheese or crackers? Good question. Love cheese. There are so many things that we can do. And when we are having these times, we actually are creating lasting memories. As I said, I think back to, 30, 40 years ago with my brothers, the laughter that we had around the table, and that has strengthened our family relationships, that we can still talk about that. Probably the shenanigans that we got up to at the tables as well. We're building relationships and we're talking through things. This, as we get to sit there, it's a dedicated time for conversation. What are our thoughts? What are our feelings? Our experiences? What a great time to be able to do that. And what about those table manners and social skills? I'm sure that my mother wonders if my brothers and I ever learnt table manners, as we got silly. But, for us, we had quite a few, no elbows on the table, don't slurp your soup. You have to wait till everybody finishes eating. These things are important. And in that, we've got social skills. Can we engage in that respectful conversation? Those social skills, those table manners, that respectful conversation, this is something that we can very much take out of the house as we're at a restaurant or we're at somebody else's house. This is how our children learn. They're going to observe us. And then there's that engagement, that interaction. The more that they can practice, the easier will be. We can have all of this at the family dinner table. We can enjoy meals. Not every meal is a winner. I understand that. I have cooked some doozies that were I am so sorry. Let me just get rid of that. We'll just do something else. Let's encourage those healthier eating habits. Now, this might not be the biggest reason for you, but it really can be a great way to see what your children are eating and how much. It's also a great way to introduce new foods. I know that it can be challenging to make time for family dinners, especially with busy schedules, the extracurriculars, work, all of those things. My husband's work schedule is constantly changing. It's not the same week in, week out, but we make a point to eat together whenever we can. It could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner, because even 15 to 20 minutes of uninterrupted family time can make a big difference. Can we do it? Questions for us all. It is possible to have a regular family dinner, and it doesn't have to be a chore. Oh, great, I have to sit there and talk to my family. No, let's make it something that, we can remember those times together. And so in that, here are some questions for all of us. Can we make it a regular thing? It doesn't have to be every night, I get that, but can we aim for at least a few dinners together each week? Can we put away our phones and focus on each other? Could it be something fun or fancy at times? There's times when we've dimmed the lights and we have candles and we play soft music, or while we're just eating our spaghetti. It's not a fancy meal, but we make it fancy and we make it fun. And can we play games or tell jokes, or share interesting stories and talk about highlights of the day? These are great things that we can be doing. Family dinners are more than just a meal that we scoff down and move on, okay? They are an investment in your family's emotional health, in their well-being, in your connectedness. So, can we make an effort to prioritize these precious moments together? What are some things that you do? We like to sit and, we'll talk about things and all of that, but, I always love to know what other people are doing. I remember from as a child what we do, what my family does, but if you have something that's fun that you do to just really help that connectedness when it comes to family dinners, shoot a comment down below because I would love to hear. And if you would like to be part of getting these videos out there, you can do that. You can join us. You can become a Patreon. So you can check that out at patreon.com or at my website, LearningThis.Life.